Alright, so we're here doing a scheduled maintenance visit, and we're also going to install these Diversitech wet switches in this unit and upstairs. There's two systems here, and this is going to prevent, so if it detects moisture on the floor, it's going to shut the unit off the way we wire it up. And we're also going to do our coil treatments, drain treatments, and check all the electrical components while we're here. All right. This coil's got quite a bit of rust on it. So usually we have refrigerant leaks in these coils in there, and we'll get to that when we get outside and check our pressures. Alright. So there's a capacitor back in there. You can't really see it, but it's back on the back of this. And we're going to check it by actually, I want to make sure the power's off. That breaker is off, but so you check it to ground on this side. Got voltage. I'm checking on that side and we don't. Set this to microfarads. Pull these out. And we're reading 4.74. Not sure what size capacitor that is. And that is a 15. So it's definitely low. So we're gonna go grab one. All right, I don't have any 15s, so we're gonna make one. So this is a 10 and a 5. We're gonna take and zip tie these together. Good. Now we gotta jump it out. And we just take and jump each side to each other, like so. Now that's a 15 microfarad capacitor. I'm going to snip this extra off right here. Okay. And white was on the top here. This capacitor wires were the next two. And then these two were together on that speed tap. All right. Now we're going to check our capacitor. Should be reading 15. Always going to check it on the bigger capacitor side. 14.92 is good. Ooh. I'll figure out where we want to mount this. All right. Now, and I mean, you could go and get a capacitor that will fit back in that bracket, but that's time that we have to bill. So this is more cost effective. That's not going anywhere. All set. This thing's got this felt pad here, and underneath that felt pad there's basically a set of points, and if this gets wet enough to close the circuit, that's how it indicates moisture or detects moisture. Take a look at the instructions for this, of course. I've wired these up a few times, but can't ever remember. And we're going with the typical wet switch connection. So green and red. We're gonna go to red. We're not gonna use white. I'm going to use the same color wires we have here, which are going to be black. I'm not using white, yellow, we are using green. I'm not using blue, we're using orange and red. Okay. Gonna strip these down. And I'm not using brown. Now we're gonna connect these to their matching colors. Now, according to these directions, black goes to common. Still gotta strip these. Light downstairs somewhere. So actually we're not going to install this wet switch because we've got a pan switch here and this SS1 float switch. We're just going to verify that they were wired up properly. got that mastic back there. I don't really want to undo that, so what we're gonna do is spray this coil down from right here and add our pan tablets. Check the electrical first, and always check underneath the electrical boxes for wasp nest before I stick my hand under there. And I'm going to turn both breakers on, because if you don't check it, the one time you stick your hand under there that you didn't, you're gonna get lit up. So I'm gonna use a mirror here because I can't see, I can't get my head under there, and I don't see anything, so we're good. First, as usual, we want to make sure that the power is actually off to this unit. Checking where the power wire comes into the contactor, each leg to ground. Switching our voltmeter to read microfarads. Apparently the fan side, this one went out at some point. Alright, it's supposed to be reading 55. It's reading 53.9. And this has a 6% tolerance. I know that that is within the tolerance, so I'm going to hook it back up. And then this is a 10 microfarad cap for the fan. And put this tape on here to make sure it doesn't touch anything metal. So I can get to what I need to from there. I'm just going to pull one side off. There we go. Get one lead over there on that side, one on this side, and it is reading 4.95 out of 10. So we need another capacitor there. I'm going to go ahead and check this one while we're here so we don't have to make 2 trips to the truck. Make sure the power is off. It's reading 5 on the fan and 67 on the hermetic. I'm guessing it's a 70 plus 5, but I can't see it, so we're gonna make sure. and it is a 70 plus 5. So we're within the tolerance. So we're going to hook this back up. Alright, now we're going to make sure this bad boy is good. Just because they're new and came out of the box doesn't mean they're good. 9.95, so it is good. There we go. Okay, and thinking getting kind of reckless with what I'm doing there. So we can turn this like that and it's not going to go anywhere, so we don't have to worry about it falling out. Therefore we don't need to put electrical tape on it. Alright, we're going to take this this coil guard off here. It's always a load of fun. Alright, now we're going to put this coil guard back on. It's a little heavier than it was, seems like. Don't get well. right, and I'm gonna record the model and serial numbers off of these units, check the refrigerant pressures, and then we're gonna get out of here. And that's it.